Hello, hello, hello! How is everyone doing today? I hope y'all are doing well. Yes, how's everyone doing today? I really do hope y'all are doing well. We're gonna be doing something a bit new today. I'm gonna be doing modeling of stuff today. So I don't quite know how this is gonna go. I don't quite know how to do half the stuff I'm gonna attempt to do. But that's kind of the fun part of today. It is entirely going to be me just testing things out, seeing what works and what doesn't. And that's pretty much all that this is going to end up being, is just what can I do and what works, what won't work. Yeah. Y'all are doing well today. We are going to be, yeah. I think we're going to first start out making a couple of how do I want to start this? I kind of started this without realizing where I'm starting from. What do I want to start this with? Okay, alright, I think we will start with the alright, alright. There we are. Good. Alright. We're just gonna do this. And I'm just gonna try to find a few things. Here we go. Alright. Hi. We're gonna start on the Unity Asset Store. Because basically, here, let me work real quick over here. Let me quiet this a little bit. We're going to do that. We're going to go back over here. That's the thing I wanted to pull up. Over here now. Like this. Alright. There we go. Alright. Woo! Things are working. Relatively. Okay. So, the way that today's stream is going to go is that I have a bunch of different things that I want to try to work on. I am part of a group making a game. I am trying to make a game with somebody else. They're taking care of most of the coding elements. I am responsible for pretty much doing the 3D modeling work of it. And I figured I would list a couple of things to try to help me work on this. So, yeah, that's kind of the main thing. Try to find a couple of like framework stuff to try to make everything work to some degree, and hope I can figure out what I'm doing, because I haven't the slightest idea what I'm doing. Are they marked as add-ons? Let's see. Yeah, I don't know what I'm looking for, so I'm just gonna look through stuff, try to figure out what it is that I'm looking for, and hope that I can find it. What is it? It's not a... Is it a tool? I don't know. I'm trying to find some stuff. Yeah, how's everyone doing today in chat? What do I want? I guess I want a couple of 3D assets. So I'm gonna quickly try to look at 3D and 3 assets. There we go. Alright. Ooh, okay. A couple of trees would be a good thing. Basically, the goal for today is to make a very basic terrain set. First-person controller. That'll do pretty good. I assume that it's zoom, sprint, crouch, sprint, dynamic, head bob. Okay, we'll add that. Not everything will be under that. Oh, well, didn't realize that would show up. Do that real quick. Well, that's unfortunate. Alright, well, at least I now know that that'll show up, so I know to change it beforehand. My bad. Alright, now we can, Can I go back forward? Okay, I can go back forward, and then I can go back to 3D. Oh, Lord, everything is... Okay, top ball 3D. 3 assets. Okay. And I'm still actually in, which is good. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So, yeah. The main goal is just to get a basic kind of environmental asset packs. So okay. Nature pack. Okay. Featured. Okay. So I've got... Okay. Can I go back now? Will that work? Okay, it does work now. Good. Alright. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I think that's decent. Fantasy landscape and a nature starter kit. What does this give me? Enough to kind of work with. Oh yeah, that's definitely enough to work with for the start of this. There's a ton of rock formation stuff. Okay. Alright. Okay, and I assume that all this is there. Yeah. Almost none of these assets are going to probably end up being in the full game when it's finally released. I will probably be making a lot of them, but my current task is to... Alright. Yeah, my basic task right now is to... Yeah, we'll just... Yeah, my main goal right now is purely just make something workable for terrain that can be identified. So I hope this comes with those textures, because those are good, some textures. I like those textures. Alright. But yeah, basically just gonna do this a little bit, and then we'll begin to actually work on it myself. Alright. I don't know if there's anything else that I currently need. The main goal is to make a bit of terrain today. And I think I've got enough for that. So I'll just quickly do that. Alright. And if we need any more, I can always get more. So what we're now going to do, I'm just going to quickly do this. We're going to open up some stuff. Do this over here. Move this over here. Alright. And then the last thing we're going to do is we are going to boot back up Unity. And then we're going to work on terrain. I may be having to watch some videos during this as well, but yeah. The goal of everything is I want to make a piece of terrain, and that's the goal. Make terrain. Alright. Oh, okay. Okay. That could be. Oh, hey, Jessica Angles. How you doing? Or Angels. I don't know how to say that still. Yeah, how you doing? Ooh, that's a bit laggy. Oh well, I'll keep it for now. All right. So we'll open this. May need to drop the VTuber avatar. That's gonna suck. But I think that might be necessary, so we'll just drop that now. Hopefully that'll keep stream being able to run a bit better. That should help quite a bit. Yeah, how you doing? Alright. Yeah, the goal for today's stream is make a bit of terrain for a game. It's a demonstrative piece of terrain and more or less just a V1 terrain piece. But the idea is make a bit of terrain in... That's unfortunate that it put it over here. Okay, on this side. Okay. Now I can, I think, do this. I think nothing here should be anything. There we go. We're going to be doing modeling. Yay. All right. Good. And all that was just there. Okay. Now I have no idea how to do anything. But yeah, we're working on this now. Okay, nothing's there. Where is this light or the main camera? Oh, there it is. Okay. And now we shall do some stuff. Where is it? That's the asset store. Asset, create, terrain layer. This will be a fun thing to work on. Oh, wait. Did that... Huh? Is this one empty? Or is this one actually got stuff to it? Okay. That seems to still have nothing in it. I didn't realize I created so many terrain data pieces. Whoops. One of these should have data with it. That one doesn't seem to. This one doesn't seem to. That one doesn't seem to. Do any of these have any data that I did in the other stream, or are all these just terrain data? I don't understand this. Okay, let's... So none of the terrain data seems to have anything. Okay. I'm not quite certain on that. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm completely lost. Terrain. Okay, that's this piece of terrain data right here. Name, I will change it from terrain, so hopefully I can realize what it was, because I've apparently not been doing that well. And I'm just going to name it test terrain. It's double R, isn't it? Yes, it's double R. Terrain. There we go. Okay. And test terrain is over there. Alright. And then we're just going to make the scale of 1000 via 1000. That's not 1000. 1000. Okay. If I'm doing this right, it should work. And then we'll make the Y about 30. Oh, there we go. I know which terrain data this is now. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. There's a lot of data here that I don't know. Okay. And then I can create neighbor terrains. There we go. That way everything's segmented. I think that's a good thing. Right, that's why there's so many of these. Where is rename? Where is the rename? Rename. Right. Test terrain. There we go. All right. I'm starting to learn. There we go. So now test terrain is an actual terrain element scene thing. They're all separate pieces of terrain, but it's all test terrain. Hopefully I can make do with that. Alright. Whew, this is fun. Alright. Hopefully everything's running somewhat smoothly. Alright, so now I am going to... There's this. No trees defined. Edit trees. Add tree. Please assign a tree. Tree prefab. Okay, now I can look at the... Interesting. Okay, I'm starting to learn. I'm not silent. Okay. Wait, what? I'm good. How about you? I'm doing pretty decent. I wish I was able to remember what exactly how I'm trying to do this. What is this? I wish I knew better what I was doing. It doesn't appear like the trees got added. It doesn't look like the tree prefab. Doesn't look like I have any of those, so I'm gonna need to get new tree prefabs. So let me open that back up. Unity asset. Need to go find one for trees. Forest sample, I think should give the trees, and that's good enough to add to the assets. Good, I'll accept that. All right. Yeah, I'm hoping that this goes well. I'm basically trying to make a game. So I want to assets, show an explorer. Oh. Assets. There's a lot of new terrain asset stuff that I don't know how to work with. That's fun. There's a lot of information here that I don't know about. I'm actually, hopefully either later today or tomorrow, gonna join on a call with the other person who's a part of this, so then we can get it actually working. Are you a game developer? I'm trying to become one. I've never done anything with Unity or any other game development stuff, but I've had a lot of ideas for games that I really wanted to make. And I've met a couple of people who are programmers, and since I don't know anything about it, I am trying to basically learn what I'm doing while also working with them to make something. So that's the current goal. Is my current assignment is make a baseline terrain that can be used and iterated upon in the future. So something that he can use to kind of make sure that all of the other program stuff actually works. Do you have any concepts done? No, I do not. I have nothing written down. Well, actually, no. We've got stuff written down, but we've got nothing. There's no art done for it because I don't know any artists well enough to be able to get some. So I am working purely off of just idea, which is always a good idea. The other bit is a lot of the I'm gonna be the person who I think makes the assets. So all the 3D models and stuff, I think I'm gonna end up being the one to make those. So I've got to figure out detail levels and stuff. So that'll be fun. Can I edit trees? Add a tree. Does the new ones, do those now show up, or am I going to need to? Do that. I am also a game developer. Oh, cool. All right. Okay, that's interesting. Game object. I don't have any idea what I'm doing. Oh, how long? Oh, well, let me move this. How long would it take to get done with the models and stuff? I have no idea. I'm hoping to get a, I'm hoping by the end of the year to have a alpha version of the game ready. Because the idea is to make a city builder, because I figure that'd be fairly simple and it's something that can be easily iterated and added onto. So maybe try to get something to that stage before the end of the year. But again, neither me nor the other person has ever made a game before. So that's fun. Let's see. I'm just gonna save. I don't know what I'm doing, for frick's sake. I wish I knew. If you want, I can help you with that. I have a team for that. I'm gonna go back to Ass and just do test terrain. There we go. We'll just put it under test terrain. I think I'm gonna try to make most of this. I think I want to try to keep this as cheaply made, so I think I'm gonna just try to do it myself. Although, thank you for the offer. Yeah, I just kind of want to do that. Let me just do this real quick. Exits. Reload. Alright. And see if maybe now it'll add the other parts. The thing that'll do, I don't know. I would not charge that much. I can do the view and keep budget. I don't know. I think I don't know. I'll have to talk to the other person about that, since he's yeah, he's kind of, yeah. I'll have to just talk to him about it if we do want to do that or not. If I do the edit trees now, add a tree, do I get any new objects or only the ones that he has? Well, that's done. My assets. I really hope this works. Download. 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 And download. Alright. Alright. Can we talk about it on any of your social? I don't currently have any social media access. Or, I'm not. Okay. Well, is that something that's here? Let me just check a few things real quick. Well, I just import these. Import. Oh, this is gonna be so much. Let me just check something real quick. Okay. I don't have anything else. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, maybe at some point. Yeah. Unfortunately, right now I don't have any socials. I think maybe I might. I'll have to double check something. Do I have that even there? Can't hear me. Oh boy, what? Why would that happen? Let me just import this. Is my mic off? It shouldn't be. It should be able to be heard just crystal clear. Let's see. Why can I no longer be heard? Let me hear it. Am I audible still or no? Let me. Okay, I think it's still working. Oh, what happened? Oh boy. Well, that's not a good sign. Okay, what about here? It's also not seemingly a good sign. Let's import. Import. Alright. Am I still not audible? I don't know. Everything's loading on my end. I hope I'm audible still. I can also do this without any issue. Yeah, I should still be audible. Yeah. Am I audible? Or am I still, silent? I appear to be still silent, which I don't understand. What happened? What happened? That's not good. That's not good. Let me just. There we go. Oh, good. I'm back to sounding. I don't know what happened. I don't know. Okay. Hey, we're back. I don't know why that occurred. I don't know if it's just when I open up certain file types or what popped up that might have caused that, but alright, we now have all of those different... That's not what I wanted. Now we have all those different, so if I go to here, test terrain, I now have that, and then if I wanted to edit trees, add trees, and then if I just do this, we have trees. So I can like add and then like mass place tree. Sure, we'll place 1,000 of these. Place. Hey. Alright. Alright. They all blue, which I don't know why that's the case. I also need to I don't know how to add in the movements system. Is that have to do with the movement script, unfortunately. Yeah. Perfect. So we have trees. They are... I'm not quite certain why all the trees are now blue. Mainly just because, like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like a lot of the areas that I feel like it needs to be at least some part of making the game. I could hire a bunch of people to do it, but that costs money, and unless they want to, you know, do all the work for maybe a cut, there's not really a point. I don't have money to outright hire people to make stuff. There is no backup funds. This is this, so me and a friend is what I've got. That's what we can make work. So that's why I'm doing it that way. It's just because in terms of the funds for this, it is purely... It's purely just me and him doing it as basically hobby project level. So that's kind of why everything is the way it is. It's a hobby project, and that's all I can afford is hobby project. Wait a second, what? Now I'm confused. Oh. There we go. Now all the trees are there. I don't know why they weren't showing up and why they were showing blue. Very odd. But yeah. Yeah, the primary reason why I don't want to hire a game developer is just because I don't know... That requires a lot of stuff to be known that I just don't know. That makes sense. Trees, tree density. Yeah. Oh, that's brush size. Up the brush size, lower the density. Alright, there we go. Control Z, 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 Z. There we go. Alright. And then I can, of course, edit trees. Add tree. Try make, like... Where are all the trees? That's a birch. Oh, it's all about money, then don't worry. I know game developers use my neighborhood. If you want, I can talk to you for your game. I think I'll hold off just for now. Just until I can kind of get some more, till I can talk to the other person. As I just want to make sure that, you know, if we do anything, that's kind of just known between me and the other person. But yeah, I think that's just gonna be how I handle that. Is just a matter of like, just make sure that everything's known between the two of us, and that we all kind of have a relatively decent understanding of kind of just how that's gonna go forward. Here, let me here. I think I can do this if I just quickly do. Oh right, I need to do it on the other thing. This, pull this up. I think I can do this. If I do this. Okay, let me just, here. I can use the whisper function to send you the email, like my email address, so then you can, reach back at a different point, since that is the current way for that. If that does want to be gone forward with, then we can communicate through that. That way I can still mention it, and so I don't have to try to catch you on stream. So I'll do it that way. Alright. There we go. Alright, there we go. Alright. Let me just do that so then I can do that. 1 second. Okay. Okay. Bye. Okay, you know what? Yeah, yeah, I think after stream I will try to send you a whisper through Discord for my with my stuff, so then we can continue to possibly work things more if that is decided on how me and the other person want to go forward with it. All right, so I'll work it that way. Let me just quickly find some more trees so I can add all those trees. There's a lot of flowers. Right. Alright, let's try to find the stuff. Knives. A lot of assets in the asset store. Alright. And so now, if I do this, and I painted a forest. Oh, I'd have to mass place trees, wouldn't I? Or do each tree set individually, and it doesn't replace any tree area, so... Oh, geez. Alright, and then there's this, which again, this one doesn't seem to be working. That's nice. Yeah, that doesn't seem to be working. Will it work if I did mass place? It does work if I do mass place. Oh, mass place does every tree. Okay. Alright. So we'll just Z that. Edit trees, remove the tree. Edit tree, add a tree, and we'll just try to find some more trees. Alright. Yeah, we'll look for a few more things, and then once everything's figured out, we'll be able to make it all work. And then, yeah, it'll be fun. Alright, we'll go with that tree. Add. Good. They're shader trees. That's nice. Control Z. Edit trees. Add tree. Alright. Good. These are trees of these types. Alright. Alright. Let me check something. Alright, and we'll do this. Good, that tree does still work as well. Z. Perfect. Alright. Okay. Alright. And now that that's done, I'm gonna add some wonderful shape to terrain. Which is kind of what I'm gonna do right now, is I'm gonna do some shaping of terrain. I think I've got everything I need for a lake. I could be wrong though. Yeah. We'll just kind of continue this. Brush size, opacity. Oh, good. Alright. Z. I'm going to heighten the brush size quite a bit. Lower it down a bit. Like that. And we'll just kind of use the brush to kind of just brush kind of raised areas. You're gonna get like a mound over that way, maybe. We'll add a little mound over here. Gonna be mostly flat with maybe a yeah, and then maybe kind of a bit more this way. Maybe raise this a little more, kind of coming this way. And then maybe add something sort of around here. Yeah, I think that's good enough. I think I'll stick with it like, kind of like this. So you're gonna get a main area, that, and then what you can do is if we do forest, I want bigger brush size, lower density, and we'll just paint some of these trees. That makes this map absolutely huge with the scaling of these trees. Ooh, hey! Hey, Naresh, how you doing? Hey. Oh, lovely. Let's see. Can we talk about it on any of your socials? I'm not currently using any social media. So I can, hopefully at some point when Twitch likes to work a bit better, send you my, email address so then you can reach out to me. I can do that. That'll be something that'll work. But that's about currently the only thing. I have a Discord, but I'm not currently using it. It just have the Discord server, but not using it for communication with people right now. So, yeah, that's basically where that lies right now. So, I can do that. Hopefully later, and when I refresh some pages, things will work better. But right now, it's deciding it doesn't want to let me send any information to people. So, but I will try to message, let's see, Whispers, you do it. I'll try that right now. Done, use a bot. Oh, yeah. Fair enough. You're probably right. But at the same time, I don't know. Alright, let me just make sure that's right. Alright, let's see. And that's not gonna do it. Okay. Alright, yeah, I'll try that one more time, but may decide it doesn't want to work. And under that effects, I don't know what else to be able to do with that. Gonna have to sit that way. Alright. Alright. Good. Right. Alright, yeah, it doesn't look like it wants to work. So, I will try to do that later. But, for now, it's not currently working, so, yeah. Okay, I need to test something right now, so I'm going to very much try to 3D object. I don't know how to do that. Oh, anyway, these are for you, Ton. Alright, I will, I think I will do those in a little bit. let me just quickly the assets. I don't know how to add things. I really don't know how to add things, so I'm just going to use the terrain. That's interesting that some of these possess, oh, wait, I don't want to be spreading trees all over the place. Can I... Okay, you know what? I'm just going to click the add tree game object. Oh boy, okay. Oh boy. Okay, this map size is rather significant. This map size is really significantly larger than I thought it was. Delete. We will work with the middle terrain purely for now. Edit tree. Oh wait, that's not gonna do what I want it to. I just want to oh boy, why? I am no longer moving. I don't understand this. Oh, it's just really slow to move. So I just gotta move out and then drag more towards the center. There we go. I'll stick with this sized terrain for now. So I'm just going to... where are all of the informations I need? This. Set height. Height 30. Flatly, just set the height back down flat. Good, and then I need to somehow get rid of the tree and remove the bakery. Edit trees, remove tree. I don't know how to remove the trees that are already placed, but is there a remove when I don't know how to clear trees. I don't know how to do a lot of stuff. I have no idea how to do that. I might end up disconnected before you get your reaction, which was what happened last time. Zero about what? Ah, okay. Then, you know what? I will try to watch them right now. Let me just get to that real quick. Alright? So let me just do that. I need to over to here. I need to oh god. Move this like this. I will this and oh right, I have to do that from over here. This, that. Fine, I will do it this way. All right. And then I will do this. Captain, can you check the Discord? Yeah, I'll try to get to that before the day is over. It might take me a little bit, but I will try to make sure that I get to that. All right. And let me just move back to here. All right. So this is the Arknight's X Delicious and Dungeon Animatic TV. My father is the one who shuts off the internet, so this is based on whatever sounds I can hear through the door. Biggest tell is... Oh, yeah. Alright. This is what? It's just an animation. Alright. This is rather quite an interesting thing to see. Wait. That did work, right? Okay, this is still working. Okay. Alright, and then this is the stop motion kitchen. Let me actually up the volume a little bit. Internet still spotty for some reason. Okay, this is rather quite an interesting well, this is really quite funny. Yeah, unfortunately my internet's still spotty. It probably has something to do with the current weather. It's basically been snowing for like, I'm gonna say about like not necessarily a week, but pretty darn close. All right, and then this is the very last one. Let me just this. All right. Let me just also reduce this. There we go. All right. Yeah, my internet's been a bit spotty though. All right. This is surprisingly high definition for the other two things. And how it looks like the other ones. Quite an interesting thing. It's rather quite impressive. Looks really good. Alright. Lovely. Japanese. That doesn't help me at all. Ah. Ah. Funny to see it go like high definition and then return back to like the standard artsy style. Oh, it's coming soon. I'll send you the English one once that happens. Alright. Yeah. Really quite an interesting thing to see. I definitely like the kind of almost like medieval. This just kind of medieval sound. Here most that kind of beat. A lot of those sort of old instrument sounds. Usually those are just like flutes, and I don't know what else it would be. It's like a flute. I can't remember what the other instruments are though. I wish I did. Alright. Oh, well, that's interesting. This part definitely seems more like the regular Arknights stuff, as far as I can tell. Yeah. Very pixelated. It's kind of cool. And then we're back. So sort of, I like this. It's always fun to see. All right. And now that I have watched those, I get to return to the lovely thing of trying to figure out how to make this look good. And still how to figure out how to get rid of trees, because I don't remember. Oh, hey! How are you? Hey! Is it Madeline? Hey, how you doing? Nine-tailed deer. No one expected, but nice from Siege. Even got a second collab. Children's Day collab with the Legend of the Bittersweet. The other collab. The stream's going pretty decently. I am, all of a sudden, animated series that recently came out. No one expected that. Interesting. Yeah. It's going pretty decently. I'm just trying to figure out how to do terrain in, yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to do terrain in Unity. Because I have absolutely no experience doing any of this. So, that's fun. Oh, shift click to erase trees. Shift to erase trees. Upsize brush. So, back to a basic plane, so I can try to make this in the sense smaller. Definitely want a lower opacity for smaller. Oh, yeah, doing pretty darn good. I'm going well. I just need to figure out how to do this. Okay, we're gonna paint this. The opacity is difficult to tell. Let's up the opacity again. That's doing very little. Maybe the rockier one will do something. Oh, right. I forgot to start up back the other music. My bad. Not in that one. It's this one. There we go. All right. Now I get my music back. Okay. Why is this not doing anything? I do not know why this is not doing that. Come on, come on. Oh. Because I have it on flatten. Matter what else I want to do, if I have it on flatten, it's just going to flatten. Okay. Honestly, that actually has done pretty darn good at just creating a very basic terrain style. Alright. And the sort of hill that's kind of formed makes a decent availability for a lake over here if I wanted to push the terrain down a bit. Let's lower the brush size quite significantly, and I am going to... It's a thing. Hold shift and click to lower the terrain. That is really strong. The Delicious and Dungeon comic itself ran from February 2014 to September 2013 with 14 volumes. And we got the first part of season 1 on the 4th of January 2024. Everyone is waiting for part 2. Oh, okay. That is way too strong. I'm going to Z that, lower opacity, and... Oh, I am building. I just kind of want to lower this section a bit to kind of add a... We're just going to lower the terrain a tad around here. And then we're just going to up the brush size, lower opacity, and then just kind of paint a little lower around here. Oh, what are you designing right now? I'm trying to design a piece of... Oh, shit. Trying to design a piece of... Ah, fuck. Dang it, I didn't mean to do that many times. I am trying to design a piece of terrain for a game that I'm trying to make. Because me and somebody else are currently working on trying to get a game built. So I'm kind of in charge of 3D assets. Yeah, he's got the ability to program, and I'm gonna kind of just try to help program and do stuff like that. But that's kind of the main goal at the moment. Yeah, because I have no idea how to program, and I have a vague idea on how to 3D model. So that was assigned to me. Expect to either finish in part or a second season, possibly a movie. Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't not know too much about Dungeons and Delicious and Dungeon. I heard one person talk about it, but that's the most I've ever heard of it. But it's kind of cool to hear more about it. Alright, so we want to base paint the terrain a bit to give it a height. We kind of just want to up brush size a tad and just kind of paint the whole terrain with the brush. There we go. That's great. Yeah, I'm very pleased. The edges need to be raised up a little bit, so I'm going to shrink it down to a thing and just kind of build some of this edge over here to maybe raise a bit. I have no idea which side is front anymore, but it kind of doesn't matter. We can kind of build a bit of a raised platform there. Alright. That's great. I like your work. Thank you. I've literally... This is my second time trying to make terrain in Unity. I have no idea what kind of design I wanted to do, and so this is just whatever's coming out of it. So I think I'm gonna try to build maybe... I don't know if I like that. Yeah, I think this is good. And yeah, I just had a random playlist on for music, but I'm just gonna kind of maybe raise this edge a tad. There we go. All right. So how do I want this to necessarily look good in a way that'll make the basics of this work well? How loud is that? That's a little louder than I'd like it to be. We'll lower that a little bit. All right. Let's see. If I want to do a river, I'm going to need a low opacity. Do I want a river in this? You know, I got an idea for where I can put a river. If I just Z and then maybe paint sort of a low path like that. So you're gonna get like this bend. Yeah, it's one of those theories where it is drawn very beautifully, similar to Violet Evergarden combined with jewelry. Ah, cool. Okay, yeah, I heard about it. I just hadn't seen much about it since he said that he started watching it. So, yeah. All right, so I think I should be able to turn that into a decent river. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run a smooth height, kind of fuzzy brush, low opacity, large brush size, just kind of... There we go. And that worked pretty well. Maybe just do a little bit more just to kind of be safe. All right. And then maybe just smooth height the rest of this. Maybe up the opacity for smooth and height. All right. Do smoothen terrain. All right. I think I'm going to do some more raising or lowering of terrain. Do very low opacity. I want very low strength on this. But I just kind of want to flatten this section out a bit better. I might actually do like a set terrain. Oh, setting terrain height would be a really bad idea. Oh, good. That's smooth and not set. Wait, what does blur direction do? It's still just building. Do you know me? I don't think so. The name sounds familiar, but I don't remember it. Exactly. I can't place it. But it might. I don't remember. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. I'm just this set height. I messaged you on Discord. You don't see my messages. Yeah, I remember now. What is it? Let's paint holes. Brush masks. Yeah, I saw that. I'm going to blurry. I do not know how to flatten terrain to a height. It's getting harder these days to have actual human messages on Discord after being so weird on Twitch. But I don't quite understand that one. Even Discord detects them as spammers. Yeah, I know. There's a good chance that they are. But I'll interact just the same. Although, if it keeps, maybe later, but I don't know. I don't know how to handle that problem. I don't know how to detect who's a spammer and who's a not. I don't know how to detect bots. You're definitely a lot better at that than I am. I can. Yeah, I can see that. I've seen their ways. Yeah. How do I flatten terrain? Oh, good. This can tell me height. So, 160... Well, actually, what's this height over here? Wait, what? Now I'm confused. Dang it, I have completely lost track of things. Oh, good. Now it'll paint down to the height that I want it to. And so it'll raise terrain to the height and paint down to the height. So I'll just flatten terrain a bit. Well, I need to sleep. See you later. Yep, see ya. See you in a rush. I may or may not still be doing this when you wake. Alright. And I'll take kind of a flatter area here and then continue the flatterness this way a bit. Yeah, I think I'm just going to run it like this because I don't think the height, I think this entire thing can be lowered if it needs to be. Alright. We'll just kind of... There we go. And then I'm just going to basically run the paint on this side. We're going to flatten all of the terrain and then I'll build up from this flattened terrain. That way I still have the mountain. Because the idea is I like this curve and I can even work on the steepness of this. But I like this curve. I like how it kind of widens out as it goes across. But, all right, I gotta use the restroom real quick, so I will be right back, guys. Alright. We're back. Alright, we're back. Alright. So now, yeah, I'm gonna use this to make a river. And so what I'll do is I'm now going to use brush, raise or lower terrain, just kind of I'm gonna just kind of paint that a little bit there. A little bit of this, just kind of a... I'm not so pleased with this. Z. A lot of kind of a sporadicness to this. Shrink it just a tad. Lower opacity, and the goal will just be to kind of... The goal will be more or less just to... This kind of looks kind of like a rocky bottom to the water, which I like. I will slightly up the size. Good. I just kind of want to keep some semblance of a level. All right. All right. So what I'll do is I'll just kind of paint a kind of rough edge. It has very little to add, but just kind of a pass or two just does a lot to define edges and really roughen up that terrain. Then we'll go in with this brush. I'm going to up its brush size, lower down its thing until I can more or less just paint the bank. You know, we'll just paint around the edge of the bank a tad, kind of raise that up a tad bit. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to smoothen terrain. I'm going to up the brush size a tad, and we're just going to... What does this do? Let's up the opacity and we'll see what that does now. Okay. Now it's starting to wear out edges a bit. Not so fond of the stark smoothing, so we'll just kind of do this. The goal is just to kind of bend that down a bit and make it more level. So we'll just kind of do this. We'll send this in. Try to pull some of the terrain either up or down. We'll move back to height. We'll just kind of... that really did not go as well as I wanted it to, so we'll just lower that down a bit. Yeah. Alright, and then what we'll do, we'll just keep with the raise lower, we'll up the brush size, lower opacity. We'll just kind of run a very basic sort of thing, really low opacity, decent size, just to kind of paint light roughness over the map. Is it doing anything? Oh yeah, it's doing a little bit. Yeah, just kind of a baseline area. I think I'll also try to raise up some of the terrain in this corner a bit steeper. So we're going to do that with about this. And we're just going to kind of raise the corner a tad. So it's going to kind of... I'm going to get that kind of over here. And a bit of a smaller hill over on this side. I think it's a little too high of a hill. We'll just... Yeah, we'll do that. So you kind of get a bigger hill, a smaller hill. I do need to do a little bit better work on this area, though. I think I will do this, smoothen terrain a little bit lower, just kind of paint smooth this. Alright, and then we'll up the opacity a bit. Just kind of try to make this edge a bit smoother. A rocky edge isn't bad, but I don't think this is a good spot for a rocky edge. Alright, how's the height now on those banks? Okay, that's a bit better for kind of rocky-ish banks. I think the kind of height map's pretty decent. Kind of get relatively smooth, but not perfectly smooth. I still need to learn how to paint map. Yeah, I still need to figure out how to paint map textures, but I'll figure that out later. Alright, I think that's just about covered the smoothing of terrain. I think this is a decent enough smooth terrain, so we'll stick with this. Alright. The goal, mostly, is to try to see if I can't make something that works well. So we're going to kind of do this. I think I'm going to mass place trees because that's what, 10,000 trees? Place. It's like the mix of all of them. Some of these are really small. Control Z. We'll... How do these... What's the size on these trees? Tree 1 doesn't place. How about spruce tree? Spruce tree does place, but those are really, really small. Tree height. Extreme height tree, and they're... Oh, yeah, these need to be about 1. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna Z. Okay. And then this is the other one that spawns in. That is so freaking small. So tree 2 needs to be done like this with low density. So low density, large brush size, just kind of. And we're gonna go even less dense. Less dense, larger brush size. Just a little bit smaller brush size, just so I can kind of. Alright. There we go. I think that's good. And then kind of paint a bit of trees just kind of along here. And well, this one, these need to be like 0.3-ish. All right. So now if I have pre-density, does it place more trees of this type? It does. How tree dense do I need to place it for the second type of tree to place? A lot more. I need to go replace all the first trees. So these need to be at like 2 times the height. And they need to be very little density and very quickly. All right. Okay, and then what I can do now is if I up the density, I can. Okay. Okay, they still remain pink. Okay. If I shift click, does this remove all trees? It does. Okay. A birch. Add. Nature soft occlusion shader. Yeah, it loads when I'm nearby, but it loads completely different when I'm further away. Now the birch trees do run. How do these look next to them? The mix will work. It may not match perfectly with anything else, but hey. Oh, that's a tree stump. We'll add tree stumps. Edit, add tree. Game object, tree. One last. I believe this is probably also tree stump. Well, that's definitely a stump. I think that one's also a stump. This one's not, though. That's definitely a full tree. There we go. So what we'll do is I'm just going to mass place trees, place 10,000 trees. Alright. And then if I just lower down my brush size, shift, I can remove trees now in an area that I want to remove trees. Yay! I can kind of set certain areas to be treeless. And then we're going to kind of rough this a bit bigger, and we're just going to do this a little higher, and we'll kind of pull a little bit from the bank. And we'll kind of lower this area a bit. What we'll do is we'll kind of cut a little bit here and just kind of all right. I think that's pretty decent. There we go. So we'll have the trees kind of this sort of lane. I'll have to figure out how to save this properly. Then I can also add in paint details. Edit details. Add detail mesh. Bush. We do edit details, add detail mesh. We do push 3. Add. I don't know what that means. Add grass texture. Oh boy. Okay. Texture. Those are all branch textures. Is there any leaf textures? No, I'm not so pleased with that. Control Z. Is there a way to make one here? Or do I need to go somewhere else to make the texture? Alright, that'll be something I'll have to look up as well. There are a lot of leaf textures, but alright. Yeah, I'll just... Okay, it'll be interesting. I can't add that detail right now, because I don't know what I'm doing. But in terms of base... I got a rough idea what I'm doing, though. Which is good. Alright, I think I'll go for just a little bit longer while we do this. Yeah. This is pretty interesting to see. I still have no idea where everything needs to be placed. Like, I don't remember how to do water or anything like that. Test terrain. Layer. Wait, what? Material. Okay, there are no materials. I don't know how to add texture to this. Oh, there's game controller. That's kind of cool. I might be able to actually test out game controller stuff with this eventually. How do I add texture? That's the collider. That's light mapping. Texture resolution. Oh, there we go. There's some stuff. So what happens if I change this to, that's VFX. These are walls, willow bark. That wood actually shows. Interesting. Don't think that's... I don't know what I'm doing. I'll have to talk to the other person soon. I try to do more, but I am seriously so far out of my element. I don't know what I'm doing. What are the components? Audio effects. Tile map. Visual scripting. Layer override. I don't know. Oh, frick. Let me handle that. You. And they're gone. There we go. All right. Let me there we go. Oh. What is... there's that. And we do this. We're back. That's the paint details. That's the height. Neighboring terrains. Foliage mode. Okay. Materials mode. Edit? Oh. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing now. Yeah, we'll exit that for now. Nope, that's still the wrong button. Okay, let's just... Well, now some of the ground is blue. Why is some of the ground now blue? Height transition. I don't know what any of this means. I don't know what any of this stuff means, so I'm gonna have to Do I get a... No, I don't know what I'm doing. There's a lot of material stuff now that I don't know, so I'll have to do more research on that stuff. But I would, I think I'm going to, yeah, I think I might call it here now. So I need to do more research, but I just kind of wanted to do a little stream just kind of showing off some of this. I may do a stream a little later, maybe showing off some of the more effective stuff that I've done. But anyway, I'd like to say thank you guys for coming out and watching. I've been Captain Chandraxis, signing off.